What's going on, everyone? ODC here. I know it's a little bit later. This is kind of an improv two live stream. I knocked all of my stuff on my desk over trying to get this set up. Hope everybody's doing well on this Thursday night. Welcome to another Thrill of the Toy Hunt. Episode 12. Gearing up for SDCC. And we're going to be talking a few things here. A bunch of figures dropped. A bunch of pre-orders started coming in. Hey, Brenda, how you doing? Hello there. I finally get my Flashpoint Flash action figure. I just got a notification today that the Flashpoint Cyborg collect to build figure. I just need the head now. I got the Flash figure coming with the legs, and now I just need the head. I've seen people show the complete figure, but I'm like, well, who's got the head then? So I might have to do a little bit of homework while we're live streaming tonight on the who's got the head of Cyborg. Because I got the, what was it? Yeah, I pretty much got the body and the arms. And now the legs, I just need that silly little head. And then I finally will have a multiverse, DC McFarlane multiverse completed Cyborg. So, and I'm sure he'll do another one. You know, that's how McFarlane does. He'll do the collect to build, and then he'll do a regular release. So, but I'm pretty excited for it. So, got my notification today for that. Happy Thursday night to you too, Brenda. Got my notification for a few pre-orders that have come in. And just so, in case you guys did not know, I'll actually go through my Big Bad Toy Store pile of loot. And we'll take a look at that. So, Torpedo dropped, Copperhead dropped, the Amazing Spider-Man Rose dropped, which is the son of the Kingpin. The Totally Awesome Hulk Build-A-Figure wave pretty much dropped for the most part. I want to say the only one that's really been sold out has been Photon out of that wave. And I'll wait to really kind of complete that Build-A-Figure. I'm going to wait until those go way on sale. I don't collect movie figures, so I'll just get the pieces separately. What else? SPD Yellow dropped in my pile of loot. Yeah, it's mostly like the G.I. Joe stuff has been dropping lately. So there's that. There's what, five or 6 days left with the HASLAB Dragonfly. I don't think I'm going to back it. I think I'm going to skip on it. Brenda says, I'm excited. Oops. I'm excited, but I'd like to see the regular McFarlane Cyborg figure too. Yeah, me too, because the collector build is really large. He's very tall. I've seen him compared to other figures, like a Batman figure, and he's huge compared to Batman. I would assume, since he's already got the tooling, there's one piece of hair I'm trying to get off this microphone. I would assume because he's already got the tooling that he might just re-release it, but who knows? I mean, it is McFarlane. They do a lot of unique sculpts. So who knows? But either way, I'm looking forward to it. So that'll be cool, Brenda. I agree. What else? A Bazooka also is available too from that wave, I believe. And I'm trying to see what else dropped. Some Obi-Wan Kenobi figures for Black Series, and they Big Bad Toy Store got a new stock in of Valaverse figures, and at least Eclipse was. Let me see if she's still available. Eclipse was available. I sent. What was it? Oh wow, there's a lot that's sold out now already. Nope, she's still up. She's still available, but she popped up today, which is pretty cool. So if you haven't gotten yourself the Action Force Eclipse figure, I think she's a really good figure. Don't sleep on it. I would like to get the exclusive, but I'll wait. I think there's a fly in here, and I can't stand that. I don't even know how a fly got in here, but it's going to drive me absolutely up the wall. I want to snatch him like Danielson. Just. So, yeah, there's I guess there's kind of a lot to talk about here. We got San Diego Comic-Con coming up. There should be a lot of reveals. I'm assuming they're gonna, from what we've seen from exclusives, I wasn't really too thrilled about any of them. Let's just see what we've got here for exclusives. At least from what I have seen, not really anything that's all that, I don't know, special. Let's see. All right, so the McFarlane ones, I want to say, are probably some of the worst exclusives. I don't care about multi-decoed figures like that. I don't know. I think that's very like, what the hell are you doing there? He did the, I think it's like the Hush Superman. It's supposed to be like the 85th anniversary for Superman, and it kind of, it's just, I think it's just the Hush currently up for pre-order. And he's pretty much just decoed in blue and red, like the whole figure. It doesn't really do anything for me. It really doesn't. McFarlane's been doing some of these where he's been selling like exclusive figures through like Big Bad Toy Store, where it's like 3,000 for a run, 1,000 for a run, which I think that's pretty cool. He does stuff like that here and there to make it feel like it's, big collector's item, which I do and still enjoy that stuff. That is still fun stuff to me. Let me hold on one second. Let me turn that off. Having some internet issues right now. It's driving me up a wall. Can't stand it. I can't stand it. I'll probably do pickups last tonight, so you guys know. Just get rid of that. There we go. That might help a little bit. I've been picking up a lot of older figures that have come out, I want to say years ago. But yeah, back to the story at hand here. The San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, at least for McFarlane, like I said, not too pumped about the Superman one. I don't care about a red and blue decoed Superman. It doesn't do really anything for me as far as that's concerned. Let's see here. I should have done this before the stream. I was just acting like a fool. Act a fool. What you gonna do? Act a fool. Let's see here. Why is it not showing my current? That's weird. I might have to do this. So weird sometimes the way things work, especially YouTube. Doesn't like to do what I ask it to do sometimes. I did just start up memberships. I thought I had started them up months ago, but so if you guys want to become a member, you can. It's entirely up to you. If you want to, you can do it if you want to. There we go. That's what I wanted to do, and we're good to go now. Okay. All right. Okay. So, let's see what else is there. Oh, there was a Jurassic Park. Ow. There was a Jurassic Park exclusive. I might as well just screen share here while I'm going through all this stuff. So you're not just staring at my stupid face. There we go. All right. So here is the Steven Spielberg director exclusive. I don't know. I guess we can get rid of that. There we go. This is another San Diego Comic-Con exclusive from Mattel, I believe. It does include the Steven Spielberg figure. I'm not sure if this is the first one. I would assume maybe it's the first one ever made. But you know, for those of you Jurassic Park fans, this is probably a big deal. You know, I think it's pretty funny that you're getting a Steven Spielberg figure. I love Jurassic Park. I've just never been like a overwhelming fan about it. You know what I mean? Like I enjoy the movies and stuff like that. Like at least the first three. I know the third one everyone really looks at funny, but I would say the newer ones are much more cringeworthy and awful. But it's pretty funny though. He comes with the figure himself. He comes with a film reel and camera. Comes with a director's chair and comes with a Dilophosaurus spitter that is set up to look like it's a rigged animatronic Dilophosaurus spitter on a stand base, which is pretty funny to do. So basically, they kind of just took a figure and like you could see this like mechanical arm attaching to its like torso, and then you could see it's supposed to be like a set piece, which is pretty funny. I think that's kind of funny. Comes in a nice box set. This is pretty much it. That's all it comes with. I'll have to look and see how much it is. The glasses, I guess, are removable in case you wanted to know. But yeah, there you go. If you wanted something like that, it doesn't do anything for me personally. I'm assuming this is going to be well over $100 for this. Let's see if it says anything here. Usually it says it will be this amount. No. Yeah, it doesn't say the price, but I'm willing to assume that it's going to be well over $100 for that. So, doesn't like I said, doesn't really do anything for me personally, but I'm sure there's other people out there that will enjoy standing in line waiting to get one. Let's see what else do we have. Super Seven's doing a San Diego Comic Con exclusive with, I believe it's the Baroness and her red garb for the Crimson look, Crimson Guard look. I think I saw it the other day, but there's a couple things like the snake armor. Yeah, there it is. It's Destro, and I don't know. I don't collect these either. There's a Godzilla King of the Monsters figure that'll be an exclusive as well. A couple other little things like shirts and stuff like that. I want to say this feels like one of the weaker years to go to a San Diego Comic-Con to get stuff, you know? I don't know. I just get that vibe a little bit. I want to say there's definitely been weaker years than this. What was it? Last year when they were doing those stupid vouchers for G.I. Joe, I was like, that's terrible. What are you doing? What are you doing? You didn't bring any product with you. You gave people vouchers to pre-order something. That's lame. That was one of the lamest things I've seen. Oh, there's also another McFarlane. There's the 30th anniversary of Nightfall. He does come in this pretty cool little setup. I'm not sure how much, like I said here, how much the figure's supposed to be. I don't think it gives a price yet, or if it does. Usually McFarlane's pretty astute when it comes to, or forthcoming when it comes to prices being shown and stuff like that. He doesn't really care about holding back price. I don't even see anybody conversating about it. Conversing, excuse me, about it. Conversating, I sound like an idiot. But it's pretty cool nonetheless. Let me just show it instead of just scrolling past stuff. The decos are going to be a little bit different. Obviously, you have like black shading going across the top, kind of similar to the DC Universe Classics Detective Batman, how that looked in the past. Did I say I was going to SDCC? No, I will never go to a San Diego Comic Con. I don't have the patience for standing in lines anymore, or people bumping into me anymore, or large crowds of people. I just don't have the patience for that. I think the last large Comic Con I went to was Star Wars Celebration. I've been to smaller cons. I can deal with those, like toy shows and smaller conventions, but when it comes to like the big ones, like Star Wars Celebration or New York Comic Con or San Diego Comic Con, like I won't do those anymore. I just simply I can't. I don't have the patience anymore for that. I did one celebration back in 2017. I did New York Comic Con back in 2013 when they were promoting for Arkham Origins. And what was it? I've never been to a San Diego Comic Con. So it's just too expensive. Like I could spend the same amount of money. I would spend the same amount of money going to San Diego Comic Con that I could go to like a nice resort vacation, like in like the Bahamas or like Jamaica, which I love, or Europe. I can go to Switzerland for God's sake. For the almost the same, pretty much the same amount of price that I would spend to go to San Diego Comic Con, so I could stand in line and wait to get a figure. Like that just doesn't seem like fun to me anymore. I would rather go traveling than do that. You know, New York Comic Con's a little bit less annoying. I would say Star Wars Celebration was. I'll never do one of those ever again. That was a shit show. I had to almost start a damn riot to get people in there because they were trying to hold. I don't know. I don't want to go through that whole. I told that story once back after I went, but I pretty much had to incite a riot to get people in. I was like There's way more of us than there are of, and there was like no security guards around. There was like 2 or 3 just blocking the door. And I'm like, just go. Just everybody just go in. And when we started walking in, there's like nobody in there anyway. I'm like, why were you guys throttling us? I don't understand. It's fucking stupid. I couldn't stand it. I just couldn't stand it. It's so annoying. Anyway, I digress. This Batman does look good. I like the sculpt, the mold on him. I think it looks really cool. Hopefully we get a Nightfall Bane to go with this. I know we did already get a Bane, but it wasn't really the true Nightfall Bane. Pardon my yawn. I just got done with a long day at work. But pretty cool though. If you wanted to get something like this, if I came across this in the future for the right price, I'd pick something like this up. But and I'm sure if I was actually at the Comic-Con, I would actually probably stand in line to get something like this. But I'm not going there, so. Brenda says, yeah, I've been to the local in Philly, but I think in New York Comic-Con or San Diego Comic-Con, I'd be ready to fight people for bumping into me. Yeah, I agree. It's just, I don't know. I've never been that type of person to like go to like, I think when I was younger, I had more patience than I do now for people because I would go to like punk rock shows all the time or hardcore shows all the time and like go to concerts and stuff, like those big venue concerts. And I'm just like, now I couldn't even fathom the thought of going to one of those now. Just couldn't take it. Anyway, moving on. My personal preference aside, I'm sure this is the one that's got the most hype behind it, just because the character that they're offering. And I'm probably going to rant a little bit about this just because I think it's like $114 for this set. And people are trying to justify it. Like, I'm just like, what? Also, there's a 3 3/4 inch, or I'll just say 4-inch at this point. Vintage. Get the flip out of my face. Get out of here. Go away. Get this. Why is this in my way? What's up with this pop up? Anyway, you got your vintage collection, Black Chrysanthemum, which I don't think this should be an exclusive at all. There's nothing exclusive about it. That should be in the regular line for them. So I feel bad for teachers out there. Vintage collection. This is shitty pop up in my face. No, go away. Goodbye. I'm going to really lose patience with this website quickly. So, hopefully I don't get any more pop-ups. Anyway, I think it's like $114 for this set. You're getting everything you see here. Well, I shouldn't say that. You get extra heads. You get extra branch hands for the electricity, which I'm not all that impressed with. You get a screaming face, I think a angry face, and a like a regular neutral face. You get 2 stormtroopers with it. This like splash effects, or like force, they call it force effects. You get the force lightning hands. I think you get the 2 lightsabers. You get the 2 E11 blasters to come with the troopers, and some special packaging. I don't think that warrants $114. I mean, 25, 25, 25, that's 75. You're telling me that another 35 is worth 2 extra heads, branch hands, and a force base? No, I'm sorry. You lost me. And I've had people try an argument with me about it. I'm like, no, dude. First of all, everyone and their mother knows that they're going to release Starkiller to the general public. So you know you're going to get a regular carded release. Will you get all 3 heads? No. Do you need all 3 heads? No. The majority of this stuff is going to sit in a baggie somewhere in storage because you got nowhere else to put it. Let's just be honest here. I say this all the time about accessories, and I will continue to bang this to death. Which is, what's up, Zorpox? That's what it was. No. Accessories do not make the figure great. The figure makes the figure great. Accessories have to make sense to go along with the theme of the character and the figure. If the figure cannot hold everything, I think it kind of goes, just having 75 accessories with one figure doesn't make it an amazing figure. It gives you options, absolutely, but it doesn't make the figure any better. The figure itself is the important thing. What's going on, Aspires? How you doing, bud? So I'll wait for the single carded release. I don't need 3 heads. I just want the 2 lightsabers. I don't even need the stupid branch hands. I just want the figure, the 2 lightsabers. If he comes with an extra head, fantastic. If not, I don't need it. I don't need a screaming face, and I don't need an angry face. So, I don't know. I think this one is a ripoff. I absolutely think it's a ripoff, but people are going to do with their money with whatever they want. So, I don't think you're getting your money's worth with some of these. The next one was this. This might be the worst one. Is this whack 2-pack? This Agent of Hydra and Deadpool 2-pack is a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Like, you're just basically giving people repaints here. I don't understand what is the selling point to this. Is it supposed to be the packaging? Because the packaging looks normal to me. Is it he's got shooting hands? Because that McFarlane's already done that. It's not like that's something new. It's because he's got toe articulation, so he's on the Spider-Man Renew Your Vows body. Is that the selling point? Because I don't. What? I mean, I don't get it. I just whatever. And I don't care that much about Deadpool, so it doesn't do anything for me. I'm sure it scratches a big itch for Deadpool fans out there, but I don't know. I don't also know the price of this either. I would assume it's probably around the $50 mark. It shouldn't be any higher than $25 a piece. But I'm sure it will be because it's San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Hey, what's going on? 28 accessories. No, I was just talking about like the fact that, let me get this stupid ad out of here. I was just talking about the fact that like I remember the old days of, what was it, G.I. Joe, the 50th anniversary figures, and people got so caught up in like, oh my God, these are the greatest figures ever. And then when you got the actual figures, they kind of were lackluster because the female, like Shooter, when Shooter came out, she came with all this cool stuff, but it didn't amount to shit because the figure itself sucked. You couldn't get her in actual shooting poses. The gun would fall apart. It was just, I don't know. It just doesn't make the figure great. When the figure itself has to be able to do what it needs to do. Form needs to follow function. If the form does not follow the function, all the aesthetics mean nothing. All the accoutrements mean nothing if the figure can't function and or doesn't look correct, you know? So I've been trying to preach that for a long time to people. So don't pay attention to how much stuff it comes with. Does it come with the things that it needs for the character? Like most of Classified's figures, I got to be honest with you, They come with everything that they need. Now, I'm going to talk about Chuckles in a second, but most of them, they come with everything. They can store everything on themselves for the most part. Some of them, when they come with the hair pieces, obviously that's something that that I don't agree with doing hair pieces. Just do an extra whole head if you're going to do it. But that's just me. I don't really give a shit about having 10,000 pieces of accessories. I just want the figure and the stuff to go on the figure that makes sense for the figure and the character. So I don't know. So this is complete. Like I said, so far for me, at least for me, personal preference, all of these exclusives for the most part have been a pass. Like there's no box sets anymore. We don't get cool stuff for Marvel Legends like we used to. There's no, like, we're getting a 2-pack, but that's not a box set. That's a 2-pack. We don't get, like, they could have done like a, I don't know, something like an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 6-pack or something like that. You can army build like how G.I. Joe used to do their convention exclusives. They used to do like army builder like packs and stuff like that. They did like the zombie one. They did there was a paratrooper one. There was the Iron Grenadiers one. There's like they did stuff like that. That's the stuff that you know not everyone's going to want. So you can do that as well. I don't know. You could have done a scroll, like right now they're doing Secret Invasion. You could have done some sort of scroll 5-pack or something like that with the Scroll Queen, and she's in her regular like garb and stuff like that with a bunch of scroll troopers, and a super scroll could come with one of those. Like that would have been something cool to do. They didn't do any of that. They're just doing no. Let's just do a Deadpool Hydra 2-pack. What? That didn't make sense. I don't, whatever. I don't get the thought process. I try not to dwell in it too much because it's Hasbro, and a lot of things that Hasbro do don't make any sense anyway. But moving on to Chuckles here, I want to say this is probably the best of Dem Gus. What's going on, buddy? Hello. What up, my bro? I want to say this is the best exclusive. Whether I think it's packaging, whether it is the figure itself, I think it looks pretty cool. I think it's a cool, G.I. Joe, I want to say is firing on all cylinders as far as the classifieds. Now, where I have issues is the neckline. I got to point this out right now. This neck looks gross. It looks like he's wearing a skin-colored shirt, and his neck is going into the skin-colored shirt. It almost looks like he's wearing a skin-colored vest. It's kind of weird because that's where the shirt starts right here, where that white piece is. He's wearing like a wife beater underneath there. And then you've got his skin, but his neck does not go into the skin. Like the skin is over here, and then you can see there's a gap there. It just looks weird. It looks friggin' weird. Yet again, don't get caught up in the accessories, and don't get caught up in the FOMO either with this. That he's going to be re-released. They're going to make sure that everybody gets Chuckles. So, I personally, while I still think this is the best offering for San Diego Comic-Con, I don't agree with the price point of 40. Was it 40? Like I think it's like $42.99 for this. It's like $43. I'm like, no, absolutely not. They're saying that this, and I didn't agree with the Sergeant Slaughter price either. That was way overpriced. This is even further overpriced. He's not coming with like a drone or anything like that. He's not coming with any sort of, I mean, he's coming with like a lei, a manila folder, dossier, some cuffs. I don't know if that's a radio, sunglasses. I mean, he's coming with stuff that, yeah, he should probably come with, but it's not $42. This does not scream $42 worth of a figure to me. And like I said, yet again, he's not going to be able to hold all this stuff. You know, you got your knife holster here that can hold the knife. You got your gun holster here that's going to hold the gun. Your pistol, excuse me. Glasses, okay, we can throw those on. You want to throw the headphones on, fine. Oh, that must be what this is. It's a tape deck. If that's a cassette deck, then that's a kind of outdated and weird. But briefcase, okay, can hold that. The extra hands, fine. The extra head, do you really need it? The lay, I guess. I think it's a little goofy. This feels kind of like a little bit like a Fortnite release, but I still think it's the best of them, though. As far as building a character, an actual character, giving you the options, which is nice. I just don't like the price. The price sucks. I think it sucks. I would agree with S. Myers. I think it's a $35 figure. Like, that's a $35 figure. Sarge was a $25 figure. So they like to jack up prices for exclusives just for the sake of calling it an exclusive. Yeah, I'll wait for the main line. I don't need all this stuff anyway. I just need him. I don't even need the extra head. That can go away. I just need him, pistol. You can throw the sunglasses in there, briefcase, knife. What else? I guess we can go with hands. That makes sense. So I think that should be the $25 figure right there. So all this other stuff can go away. You don't need handcuffs. You don't need all that other stuff. So I will say this, and why I think this is the best one, because I thought they were going to go generic and they were going to do repaints of the Crimson twins in red colors with Baroness in a red color, redecoed. I'm like, please don't do that. Please. But they didn't. They gave us this instead. It's a good figure. They still Classifieds needs to work on doing, like, really take a step back and look in the mirror. Their fatigue paint sucks. It's to the point where, especially on Sarge, on Stalker, it's like the paint is fading on the fatigues. Like, you can't even see the actual fatigue lines. Sometimes they blend in so well, you can't see shit with them. So I'm just like, why are you even bothering with the fatigue if you can barely see it? Like, you might as well just do olive drab green. So I don't know. They need to step up their game with some of the paint. Their paint kind of sucks with some of their stuff, especially with their army uniforms or army fatigues. They need to step the game up a little bit on that. Terry, what's going on, buddy? So, but this is definitely the best offering, I want to say, out of any of them. I'm trying to see what else. I'm going to get to some of the reveals for the regular lines and stuff like that in a second. Let me just see if there's anything I did miss. Yeah, we already talked about that. I already talked about Chrysanthemum. I already talked about that. I think that's it. Is that it? Yep. So I think that's it for San Diego Comic-Con. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of touch on that, just give my overall thoughts on all the Comic-Con stuff. I'm more excited for what's coming up for the end of this year into next year. Since we don't really get Toy Fair anymore, which is kind of I'm going to say depressing a little bit that we don't really get a toy fair. Most of these toy companies are doing their own reveals and stuff like that. I always used to look forward to January going into February because you would get some, some light leaks, because you would always have like some reveals in February, and then you always had big reveals in July. So you had two kind of quarters of the year where you had nice reveals for upcoming releases, maybe some waves that were just going to drop. And we really haven't had any consistency since COVID, so it's kind of sucked a little bit, kind of getting back into the swing of things, So, but all right. So moving on to, let's move on to talk a little bit about, because I'm going to talk about a couple things on Hasbro Pulse. I might as well do that. I want to get a sip of my bad for you juice. I don't drink too many energy drinks, but I needed one today. Okay. Let's see here. All right. First thing first, I'm going to talk about the Operation Dragonfly. I've talked about it before. There are now 4 days left. I thought there was 5. Excuse me. 4 days, 1 hour, and 11 minutes. And they have reached over 16,000 backers. I at this point, I don't know the way it's been crawling. I don't know if they're going to hit 19,000 and get Crazy Legs. I don't really care here nor there about getting a Night Force Crazy Legs too much. I feel like they'll still do it anyway. I feel like most figures that they release in the main line have been getting repaints anyways, for the most part. If they do a Crazy Legs, they're going to do one in the regular line in his original deco anyway. So why wouldn't you double down and release that? And I'm sure it'll be way later after this is all said and done. But, do a Night Force 2-pack like they used to. That's something that I feel like a lot of people would want anyway. So, I would be honestly, I guess they could do it. It's only what, 3,000 backers. I could get that. I remember watching the Rancor fail, and it got really close towards the end, and they had lost thousands of backers in that. And then towards the end, I was almost about to call bullshit if that thing got backed, because I think it was only like 400 or 500 away from being backed. And I was like, how is this happening? Like, they lost backers. They lost like thousands of backers. And then all of a sudden, like, all these last minute orders came in. It was just weird. So I don't know. I don't know how true it is with some of these orders for backing it, but since it's already been 100% backed, I don't know how many more are going to get a push towards the 19 come the day of. Maybe I'll do like a Operation Dragonfly live stream, and we can watch it, see if it's going to hit 19 or not. Maybe we can do that. So that could happen. That could hit 19. Who knows? I don't know. The way it's been crawling, though, it's after that. As soon as they revealed Tier 2, it almost went to a standstill for a while. It was slowly creeping. I still would like to get this Blitzwing. He is pretty cool. I just don't want to pay well over $50 for him. All right, so we have a couple additions. I haven't talked about any of these figures that have been recently revealed, like Nunchuck, which I personally don't care about Ninja Force stuff. It doesn't do anything for me. Like okay, so here's what I'm talking about with the fatigue. See how light this black is? It should be darker. That should be darker so you can see it more. Now, this is a digital rendering, and this might actually be darker than what you're actually going to get, because what I've seen from most promo shots, digital renderings of the figures, is that the fatigues look much darker in those, and then when you get the figure in hand, the paint apps are so lightly shaded on. It's almost like they took one swipe of paint and that's it. They're like, okay, one swipe of paint and that's all you get. That's all it's worth. I don't know. I don't really like that. The figure's design looks pretty cool. I just don't care all that much about Ninja Force. It has never done anything for me. But he comes with a bunch of accessories actually for $25 figure, which is pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure he can hold everything on him. So the claws, you want to call that like a bandana quote. The knife can be stored. Both swords can be stored. And obviously the nunchucks, I think, can be stored on his back. I'm pretty sure from what I've seen. Let's see if they show it. Yes, they can be stored on his back. So that's pretty cool. And then you get the two sheaths for the swords, which is nice. Actually, I don't think that there. Oh no, there is a dagger sheath. All that stuff makes sense if it stores on him. Like I said, this is actually a figure that makes perfect sense. You can put the claws on his hands. You can put the knife in the sheath, the swords in their sheath, the nunchucks on his back holster. You can put the bandana, attach it to wherever you're going to attach that to. I have no idea. Wherever that goes, it will go. So there you go, right on the back of the head, right there. I'm sure there'll be a peg right there, and you have to peg it right in. Which also almost has me like, did that need to be an accessory? Couldn't you have just sculpted that into the head sculpt? It's technically an accessory, but it doesn't really, doesn't feel like an accessory at the end of the day when you look at it. So, yeah, a low paint budget. I agree, Terry. As Meyer says, I was all in on Ninja Force as a kid. Slice and Dice were pretty cool. Slice is one of my favorite figures. Yeah, Slice and Dice, I always liked both of them. You can't have one without the other, I think if you take I even understand. I understand having Kamakura. He's the apprentice of Snake Eyes. That makes sense if you have like a couple of them. When you have like a dozen of them or like 20 of them, and I'm just like, what are we doing now? Everybody's a ninja now. Like come on. I don't know. I just didn't do anything for me. The Crimson Viper doesn't really do too much for me. I have the Vipers I want. I got that Viper 2-pack, which was a really nice set. That was actually a really good sale on Prime Day. It was actually better than what I paid for it. I paid $60 or $55 for mine. It was up for $50 on Prime Day on Amazon. I think it shot back up now because Prime Day was only 2 days. It was the 11th and the 12th. But I got all the Vipers I need. I got 4 Vipers, so I'm good. I'm good to go. I don't need any more, especially not a Crimson one. I have the Ohio State. that the Ohio State themed officer Viper from the 3-pack, excuse me, not a 2-pack. This Firefly, I liked the first Firefly. This is probably, a lot of people are gonna want the classic look, and he comes with some cool stuff. Let's see. Esmeyer says, speaking of overpriced, Kamakura was cool. Was a cool figure, excuse me, but they charged $34 for him. And yeah, Ninja Force storyline was weak. I was an easy mark. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people were for ninjas in the 80s and 90s. That was like the peak, especially in the 80s for ninjas. There was ninja movies everywhere. It was everywhere. Everybody was doing it. Sidekicks, you had, Karate Kid, you had, and those weren't even ninja movies, but everyone had something to do with ninjas or, martial arts back in the 80s and early 90s. Like, that was the big thing to do. So, but yeah, Kamakura was definitely way overpriced. They actually had them on sale for Prime Day for $20. So I think it was 20. Then it moved to $22.95 or so. It's like some weird. I kept watching it all day. Sorry, I bumped the microphone. I kept watching it all day because I noticed that some of the prices were going up. The closer you got to the 12th and closer you got to the end of Prime Day. And then because like the 11th, when it first started early in the morning, I was looking pretty much at classifieds, and I was looking at Marvel Legends, and I was looking at what else? I looked at some Black Series stuff, but Black Series really hasn't done anything for me in a while. I really think I'm close to being done with Black Series. Once I get there's like a couple Luke Skywalkers I want, and then there's a couple like the KOTOR figures. I want as many KOTOR figures as they're willing to make. SWOTOR figures too. Like I said, Malgus, after I get Malgus, that might be one of the last figures I get. I told myself when this line started, if they ever made a Malgus figure, I could be pretty much happier than a pig in shit after that. And getting a couple Lukes, the original cast, and I would be good. But, now I've accrued all this nonsense. They've even given us those, the whack versions of the Commandos, the Republic Commandos. But for the most part, I think I'm getting close to really being done with the Black Series, I think. Hey, Andy, what's going on, Bo? Bro? My God, I can't talk. I think I'm dehydrated. I agree, S. Myers. Rise of Cobra was solid, yeah. Yep. Terry says, I just bought. Let me bring that up. Terry says, I just bought Rise of Cobra Kamakura a few days ago. He seems a little shorter than average Joe, but looks cool. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I like that stuff though. When somebody's a little bit shorter than the rest, I'm just like, oh, okay, a little variety there. Wasn't probably, intentional, but. But yeah, okay. So moving on to Firefly here. This is more of the original look. I don't know. It feels like they put some updated stuff with them, but then it just feels outdated. I don't know. I never like. There's some stuff in here that I do enjoy with it, like the goggles over the head, the little remote control bomb car, the mines. That's cool. I like that. but like the the submachine gun seems outdated. Like it's like they they update some stuff and then they give them like Cold War guns, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? Why? Stop, please. It's like you give them like a modern day pistol, but then you give them like a Cold War gun. Like, huh? He did the same thing with friggin' Stalker. I was like, why are you giving him an old submachine gun from like the 70s? Like, come on. It's just annoying. Stop doing that. I don't know. Give him like a Chris Vector or something. I don't know. Whatever. It's this will scratch all the itches for everybody else. Like I said, I already have the version 1 of Firefly. I like it. I did a whole review on it. You could see it if you want to. Personally, I think that's a nice update for him. I even don't mind the futuristic weaponry that he came with because, like I've always said, Cobra should be a little bit closer to sci-fi and futuristic, where the Joe should be a little bit dumbed down. I feel like it's like a mantra. I'm saying that over and over to myself now. All right. So, I don't know if I talked about any of these. I don't think I did last time. Oh boy, do I have a lot to say about this. Don't get me started on that. I'll just run through them really quick in case I did talk about them. Oh yeah, I have a lot to say about some of these. I mean, if people love this snow job so much, but he's not going to be able to articulate the way you want him to. I don't think people have it's sunken in with people yet. Or sank in, sunken, so sank. I'm probably saying something wrong. I don't think that's really. Yeah, I don't think people understand that yet, and a lot of people, as much as people bitched and moaned about series or version 1 of Firefly for him not being able to do anything, this figure's gonna be able to do less. So, especially what I'm talking about is the torso area. Um, I don't know. So, I think it's a cool looking figure. I don't. It's either I tell myself I'm going to pay that price and get it because I don't know if it's going to go on sale. It is a Hasbro Pulse exclusive, so it's either I get it or I don't. I don't know why on earth you would ever make Snow Job an exclusive. He should be in the main line. He should be $25 like everybody else. I don't care if he comes with a bunch of stuff. Like sometimes characters need to come with other extra stuff. I I just this one's frustrating for me. So I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to buy it or not. Scrap Iron. I do plan on getting Scrap Iron. He might be one I wait for a sale though. I don't like he comes with cool stuff, and yes, he does come with essentially a quote vehicle. Is it worth $44 though? Oh. This is the kind of the stuff I keep telling myself. I'm like, this stuff looks great and it looks cool, and they're doing like everything looks good. The engineering has gotten better. Everything looks good. I just don't think the prices are matching up for what you're getting. You know, I think it's getting a bit excessive. What I have to say about this, I love this. I love everything about it. I love everything it comes with. I love the price, everything. There's always a hitch, isn't there? It's a friggin' Walmart exclusive. And it's completely sold out. And my Walmarts, as many as I have, they always get stuff either very late or so early that you miss out on it. So this is going to be a frustrating one. I just want maybe 2. That's it. I don't need more than 2, just 2. 2 range vipers would be perfect. Yet again, why are you making a army builder a store exclusive? This should be a 2-pack. Or hell, do the female range viper. Do a 2-pack with a female range viper and a male range viper. Or do a 3-pack. Female range viper, 2 male range vipers. These are army builders. You're supposed to be able to build an army. You can't build an army when you get a Walmart exclusive that is like, we all know how store exclusives are. They're a pain in the ass to try and get a hold of even one. And you want people to army build these? Like, how? I can't stand it. The stupidity. The absolute stupidity of it. It just drives me up a wall. Ugh. Big Ben looks great. Walmart exclusive. I was actually able to pre-order him on Walmart. Let's see if it gets canceled. Wasn't able to pre-order the range viper because that got sold out in like 10 seconds. So we all know what the priority was there. But Big Ben, I like the price. I like what he comes with. He looks great. Pre-ordered him. The Trouble Bubble and Televiper. I like this set a lot. I think it's $5 more expensive than it should be. But yet again, you don't get it, you don't get it. It's really not offered anywhere else. So you either get it or you don't. So that's another one. Tiger Force Dusty. We're just going to move on from that. The Arctic Bat. I love it. I think it looks fantastic. I have one on pre-order. I like everything he comes with. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you see this bat, and this essentially is comes with this almost the same amount of stuff as Snow Job, and this is $25 and he's $35. Like, what? Like, huh? What? Excuse me? What did you say? I'm not gonna really touch on the Python Patrol stuff. I don't care about Python Patrol. So I mean, it's just a re-release. It doesn't really do anything for me. So we're just gonna move on from that. This Snake Eyes is I'm just gonna say it's the drizzling shits. I don't know how many people actually want this. I think it's an Amazon exclusive also as being available on Hasbro Pulse. Esmeyer says, I think they gave Snow Job the diaphragm cut, but there's no overlay. So hopefully he moves better than he looks. I don't know about these elbows though. Yeah, the elbows look weird too. That torso is not going to get a crunch unless they made that jacket piece really malleable and really flexible. I can't see people getting him into the poses that he needs to get into. I don't know. Because like when you're skiing, at least you gotta be like you're kind of like hunched over. When I've gone skiing, like you got to be like hunched over. He's gonna be like perfectly straight, like going like this down the. I don't know. Just it's gonna look weird. Honestly, I wouldn't care if this were a Target exclusive. They all show up now, but Walmart is a whole other beast. Yeah, Walmart's weird. Like, what was it? The Black Series Walmart exclusives for like, what was it? I think it was like, it was for oh my god, what's wrong with me? Cassian or the Andor show. Like those exclusives just showed up like 2 months ago. Like there's like an Imperial officer with like a parka on, and then there's another one. There's like I think it's Cassian with the hover tank. No, that's not an exclusive to there. But anyway, those exclusives just started showing up like 2 months ago. Like there's an end cap thing that says Black Series Walmart exclusives on it. Like that's how delayed everything is. At least in my area. I remember when I lived in Buffalo though, I used to get things a lot earlier. Like I moved down here, I get shit way later. Like way later. So I guess it's taking some time to get acclimated to waiting later. Like I'm a patient person, so it doesn't bother me too much, but yeah, I don't know. Target is weird too though. Like especially with pre-orders, like if you pre-order, sometimes they'll cancel your shit. Like they've been really bad in the past with canceling stuff. Lomonti says 3-pack Range Viper, female Range Viper, and Ohio State Range Viper. Well played, sir. Well played. S. Meyer says, I think the jacket is sculpted, though I saw that in a review. Could be wrong. Okay. Yeah. If it's sculpted on, it's not usually the classifieds, their MO is they don't putting removable stuff on their figures unless it's like a pop the head off, take the vest off or something like that. But yeah, so back to this. Like I said, I don't mind if you guys chime in. I'll just try and keep an eye on because I don't get push notifications letting me know that there's a comment. So if you do comment, just try to bear with me here while I kind of skim back and forth. But yeah, this Snake Eyes is a huge pass. Moving on to the Cobra Eel. There's many ways why I am annoyed with the Cobra Eel. I think it's a really good looking figure. I think it's funny that the knee is jacked up on the promo shot. I think I might have said this before. I don't know. But yet again, they're another Amazon exclusive that sold out within seconds. When it sold out on here right away. And now you have an army builder that is sold out. Like I get it. Most Amazon pre-orders and stuff like that, they sell out right away and then they restock. I'm not new to the game. I totally get it. But it is annoying to have that be a thing. There's no way if they're just gonna pop up later. Like, what was the point of putting them up for pre-order if they're just gonna pop them up later again? Put the pre-orders up, and if they sell out, then they actually sell out. Don't put them up, say they sold out, and then they pop up again later, and then they're going to be, peg warming, and they'll be on, by the end of the year, they'll be, $12 on Amazon Black Friday, like that shit is obnoxious. I can't stand that. So I don't know. Good looking figure. I like the figure. I think it looks good. It's nice to see that we're getting some frogmen across the board, whether it's on G.I. Joe side or on the Cobra side. So it's really nice. I'm still hoping for my Hydro Viper. Please let me get a Hydro Viper. It'll end up being a Walmart exclusive. I know it. Watch. Tunnel Rat. I think he looks really good. I really like this Tunnel Rat a lot. I think everything he comes with makes perfect sense. The SMG, even with the scope on it, perfect. The head goggles look great. I think it makes sense. I like the sculpt of the figure. We got some new tooling going on for him. I think it looks really good. The revolver makes sense. The 2 flashlights or torches make sense. Everything can fit on him. I like the satchel that he's got there. That looks really good. Everything makes sense. He's a regular released figure. He's not an exclusive. He's the right price. I'm going to get him. All right, we'll start left to right here. Save the best for last here, if that's the last one. Yep, that's it. The snow serpent. I it's been a while. Let me take a look at him again. The, it's cool. I mean, it's really cool. There are times where I miss having snow in my area because I don't really get snow anymore, which kind of sucks a little bit, but also doesn't. I actually think you're getting your money's worth here. There's a lot of stuff in this. That's a lot of plastic. That's a lot of plastic. I'm going to try and go through this and see if everything can fit on him. 2 pistol holsters. Okay. 2 pistols. You've got your old school. I think I want to call this like Cobra Blaster. It's almost like their laser rifle, which I was never a big fan of. I think those go with regular troopers. I'm probably going to go with this. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to go with that. I'll go with that. But it's cool because, snow serpents are cobra eels, which are the elite of the elite for Cobra when considering that. So they should come with a bunch of stuff. They're like the first guys you want to throw in there onto the battlefield. Same thing with I'm really excited to get some like more paratroopers and stuff like that. Some, I don't know, air vipers, stuff like that. I can't wait till they start doing that. I like the rocket launcher. Looks really good. I think it looks very similar. It might be the exact same thing that comes with bazooka. What I'm seeing right here looks like bazooka. What I'm seeing right here looks like bazooka. I think this is bazooka's launcher. I think it is, which is fine. That's okay. I mean, this type of stuff right here, this like wolf, and then the cape. That's unnecessary. I think that's just you're throwing it in there. It's a cool little update. I don't mind. I don't hate it. The snowshoes, the snowboard. Not everything's going to fit on him. This is the thing. It's not like it's Snow Job where everything does fit on him. So maybe I don't know. But I feel like if you get Snow Job, you might as well get this too. You know what I mean? Like if you're going to have one, you might as well get the other because you got to have somebody to fight with Snow Job. You can't just have a Snow Job with no Snow Serpent. So I think it's a cool figure. I guess if you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. If you don't get this, and you're screwed. And if you don't get Snow Job to go with this, you're screwed. So I don't know. Let me take a look at Snow Job again, really quick, really really quick. And I'm going the wrong way. You bonehead. Well, I guess if you do have the Arctic bat, you could go that route. Let me see all the shit he comes with. I mean, you're getting a big chunk of plastic with the backpack. It's got to hold everything, like the snowshoes and the poles, everything. I'm pretty sure this is very Pursuit of Cobra-esque, and you should be able to store everything on the backpack from what I've seen. Now, obviously, the extra head's going to go in a baggie somewhere because if you want the hood down, hood up look, I don't know. This, like I said, I'm still on the fence with this one. I want Snow Job. I just don't know if I want all the other rest of that stuff for that. I don't know. Still mulling it over. I'm sorry. I'm just going back and forth here. Anyway, moving on to Grunt. Like I said, I think Snow Job and the Snow Serpent are solid releases. I like the way they look. They look like great figures, but as Meyer says, I think they'll do a Hydro Viper. The guy who runs the design team loves that weird shit. Yes, give me all that weird shit, please. Give it to me. Grunt, I mean, you kind of have to. He's like an essential guy. I've seen people say they're going to army build him. I'm just like, I don't know if I'm an army build Grunt. I feel like Grunt should be his own guy, but that's just me. I'll probably stick with the non-laser rifle. Looks more like a M16 he comes with, I think. I don't know. Backpack, helmet, knife, pistol, rifle. Call it a day. That's Grunt for you. I've always kind of pictured Grunt not only of one of the OG 13, so I guess it could work with Steel Corps, Steel Brigade. Well, you can't call them that anymore. I've kind of always looked at him as like their drill instructor, their leader. I think that always made sense for me for Grunt. Like once he wasn't on the main team anymore, the OG 13 kind of turned into not just that's all that G.I. Joe is. There's all this other variety now. I kind of gave him that purpose. I thought that made sense for the character. So he would lead them into battle. Not just you, Grunt should be his own guy. Yeah. But like I said, if you're trying to fit him in with something like a G.I. Joe sub team, I think that would make sense for him. Because Grunt's that guy that will get it done. Like he's big. I wish they kind of would have put him on like a buffer body, maybe, because I always pictured Grunt in my head being this like John Cena, like bodybuilder type dude. I don't know. Like a lot of people want Cena to play Duke. I want him to play Grunt. I still think he'd make a good Duke, but I think he'd be a better Grunt, to be honest with you. Anyway, moving on. Grunt's a solid figure, $25. I'm going to pick him up. He's reusing a lot of parts, but I don't really care about that. That doesn't bother me one bit. That's good reuse, not bad reuse. The coup de grace, one of my all-time favorites, low light. This has got a lot of Pursuit of Cobra vibes, which is really good. This is a definite. I am absolutely getting this. This is top priority, I think, for this year, getting him. The fact that I got Stalker. We got some of my favorites. I still think Series 1 Duke is good, is a good figure. I like the Redeco a little bit better, but getting Beachhead, I think Beachhead does need a re-release. Not a re-release, but an update. I like that Beachhead. There's certain things on him that I don't like, though. Kind of wish he was more like Pursuit of Cobra Beachhead a little bit. But he's still a good figure. The fact that I have Beachhead, I have Stalker, I'm going to get Low Light. I technically got Dusty. It's not the Dusty I wanted, but Outback. We don't have an Alpine yet, but I've heard rumors that Alpine is coming. And Spirit. Like those are some of my all-time favorites. We still don't have Hawk yet, but they came out with that statement, and I'm going to put it up on here, stating that Hawk is coming. single carded release. So is Airborne. Airborne was my first G.I. Joe figure ever. And who else? They said somebody else was coming too. I can't remember. I'll have to look at the statement, which we will. But this low light figure looks really good. It does not come with a single bullet. I know a lot of people were probably like, oh man, no single bullet. I have my own rifle for him that I picked up. Magic's falling out all over me. Magic. I have my own rifle from him from Gridiron Studios that I've been holding on to since last year. So he's going to have this one instead, and I'll show that in the review whenever this comes out. I don't mind this rifle. It looks a little bit chintzy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't mind the submachine gun that it comes with. I think that one's fine. I like the goggles are removable. That's pretty cool. I like the head sculpt. The overall body looks really good. I'm pretty sure. I want to say for the most part, there might be a couple things reused, like the shoulder pieces look like they might be reused from Beachhead. I don't know 100% though. I know the arms themselves from the bicep swivel down are new. The torso is new. I don't know if the thighs are new. I want to say that where the thighs attach, those might be reused. From the thigh swivel down, though, I think that's new sculpt. And the boots are new sculpt. Backpack is fine. I like everything. You can fit everything on him. You can hold everything. I think it makes perfect sense for him. Everything he comes with makes perfect sense. Okay, so that's a knife holster on his thigh. And then what is this little piece right here? I think that's supposed to be like a communicator. Although, wait, does he have... Let me take a look at him really quick. Okay, so he does not have that. Oh, so that's like a phone, I think, or like a sat phone. So he does not have a GPS communicator on like some of the other Joes do. So that's pretty cool. I think some do and some don't have them, which is okay. Doc, that's what it was. Thank you, S. Myers. So it was Airborne, Doc, and Hawk are all going to have their own separate re-release or own separate releases. My God, I can't talk. I'm sorry. But yeah, this looks really good. I'm really, really pleased with how this low light turned out. So very happy with it. I'm sure they'll redeco him and put him in Slaughter's Marauders. I don't think they can even call him that anymore. Slaughter's Marauders. They're like afraid of that name or something. It sounds too aggressive. Oh, my ears are bleeding from it. Please don't say slaughter. I don't think I already touched on this. I already talked about those. I don't know. I think Shipwreck has been shipping to people. I'm going to wait for a sale on Shipwreck. I just don't. I have never cared about his character at all. I feel like Shipwreck just belongs on like the Whale or the Flag. Like just leave him there. He doesn't need to go on any. Like if I were to pick a group of guys to go with me on like, oh, we codename Conrad, you have to pick 5 elite G.I. Joes and you're going to infiltrate Cobra Island. He's not one of the ones that I'm picking. Let me just tell you that. He is not. He's not even in the top 20 I would pick. Andy says he got his Shipwreck. Congratulations, sir. Oh, he's got shipwreck videos up. Okay, I'll be sure to check that out, bud, when I'm done with this. Series 1 Duke is still one of the best ones in the line. I would agree with that. The Stalker figure is awesome, except for the camel paint. I 100% agree with everything you just said there. Yes. And be sure to check out Andy's shipwreck review. Not that there's anything wrong with this figure. I think the figure looks pretty cool. I like the, they got the hair pieces again. They're doing that again. And if you say the hairpiece wrong, you say it with an accent. Hairpiece. Sound like you're saying something else that he's got forever. The Poly Parrot looks pretty cool. I mean, the figure looks fun. Shipwreck. I just don't give a shit. Why is he coming with a flintlock gun? Like, he's just ill prepared. I feel like he's stuck put in the middle of a jungle, like with a flintlock pistol and a regular pistol and an anchor and some rope and a parrot. Like, I don't know, man, if he's gonna make it. Rock and roll, like I said, I shot the review. The only reason I didn't upload it like weeks ago was because I don't know how happy I am with the review. So I might go back and redo it. He's an awesome figure though. I love him. He's one of my favorite classifieds. So that gives you a little bit insight into what you'll hear about. This, I have not seen either one of these this is what I'm talking about when it comes to Walmart. These are Walmart exclusives. I have not seen not one of these in any Walmart in North Carolina or South Carolina. None. Not one. You know what we're just starting to get? What was it? Well, I'll tell you this. Baroness and Lady J have been peg warming forever at all Walmarts across the globe, I think. Like I said, haven't seen Snake Eyes. We're just starting to get gung hos. Like, I think there's like 4 gung hos that came in at this one Walmart that's near me. And then there's another one where it's got like 2 gung hos that just came in. Like, that's what we're just starting to get. If that puts things in perspective for some of you guys. Like, that's how long I have to wait to get something from Walmart. S. Myers says, the whole wave just shipped. I love that rock and roll. Some paint issues at the butterfly joint, but otherwise awesome. Yeah, he is a good figure. They just keep getting delayed. Mine got pushed to late July. Jesus. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, they'll either like get everything. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Go get it. Here it is. Oh, we're charging you out of nowhere. And then or you don't get it for like 6 months. It doesn't. Ooh, it's like Golden Girls moment. Yeah, you had a Dorothy that shit. What was it? I got like rude responses. I called Hasbro Pulse once, and I was like, "Hey, so I know, like, I called them, and you got to know their policies." It's like, do you really think, like, does anyone sit around and go, you know what I'm going to do on my day off? I'm going to read Hasbro's customer policies. That's what I'll do on my time off because it's fun, it's educational, and it's just what I like to do with my spare time when I don't have to worry about all the bullshit in the world and, life in general and working and my boss or whatever. I'm going to go to Hasbro's site and read their fucking policies. That's what I'll do because it's so fun to do. That's what I'll do. Makes sense. Because that's important to me. Anyway, I got some rude shit back from, and I am very nice over the phone. I know sometimes I get a little animated, I get a little, you know, boisterous and booming when I talk, but I am usually pretty nice unless you start treating me like I'm some sort of asshole. Then I start treating you like an asshole. It's a vicious cycle. Just don't treat me like I'm an asshole. Anyway, so I'm on the phone with this person from Hasbro Pulse, and I'm like, hey, so I saw I was just charged. I wasn't sent an email, which I was not sent an email. Normally they do. Evidence proving they do send email saying you're about to be charged or something's, pre-orders coming up. I was not sent an email for this very specific thing. Okay, saying I was going to be charged. I was charged, which not a problem, but I did not want it anymore. Which, granted, I should have canceled the pre-order, but I didn't even remember that I had it pre-ordered because I don't have a Pulse membership. I stopped the Pulse membership a year ago. Okay, so it's not worth $50 to have a membership for what? Stuff that you can look at and you save on shipping and you get it earlier. I don't give a frig about that. So anyway, my point is I called this person and it says the item had not shipped yet. I said, hey, I just got charged for this like 30 seconds ago. It doesn't even say it's being processed yet. I called this person that fast. They said, oh, okay, well, let me see if I can try and cancel it for you. And then she comes back, and I kept refreshing. And it didn't say processing yet. I'm on the phone with her, and then it said, she comes back on the phone. She goes, oh, I guess it's been processed. I clicked refresh again. It then said processing. I'm not shitting you. This is the truth. I said, there's no way that I had just called you. You said, hold on a second, and then process. What I think she did was she put me on hold, processed the order, made sure she processed it, and then said, oh, no, I can't do that. And I said, okay, well, then I'll just have to return it. Well, our new return policy is this. And she starts explaining it in the most condescending way. Like, oh, why would you want to return something from Hasbro? Why would you not want our product? And I knew what she was doing. So I said, you know what? Can I just stop you right there? And I was like, could I just speak to someone else, please? And she goes, well, why? And I said, no reason. Just would like to speak to someone else, please. Is there do you have a supervisor around? No, there's no one around. They're out to lunch. And I said, at 11 o'clock in the morning? They're out to lunch at 11? Most people go to lunch around noon or 1 o'clock. You're telling me all of your supervisors are out to lunch at 11 o'clock? Yes, sir. That's what I'm saying, sir. Would you like me to repeat it, sir? And I'm like, okay. So now I'm recording what she's saying. And I know the thing's being recorded anyway for customer service quality, or quality assurance. That's what they say. So I'm talking. I'm like, okay, so could I speak to someone else, a different representative, please? Hold here, please. Puts me on hold. Then hangs the phone up on me. So I call back. I get a guy. And I said, hey, sir, so I'm just wondering if I could cancel something I was talking to somebody earlier and he goes, oh, was that you that called earlier? And I said, what? What do you mean? Was it me that called earlier? What? Am I the only one that's called Hasbro Pulse today at 11 o'clock in the morning in the whole country or the world? That's what I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, huh? So I'm like, I'm not sure what you're referring to, sir, but I'm just trying to see if I can cancel an order that was not processed until I had called here. Then it said it was processed. Oh, we can't do that. You should have read our policy. And I go, sir, with all due respect, when you buy something, you go to a store. Do you read their policy when you walk into the door? Well, that's just how we handle things. I'm sorry. I said, okay, thank you. I'll just be returning the item. Oh, well, let me explain to you our new return policy. I said, okay, so go ahead. So he was a little less douchey about it than the last lady, but he was still a douche. And he goes, well, here's our return policy. Our return policy is this. We're going to, when you want to return it, you have to send us an email that you want to return it. Then we have to send you an RMA number. Then you have to pay for shipping back to us. I said, wait, I have to pay for shipping back to you? I've already paid for shipping. Why do can't you just send me a return label? Oh, we don't do return labels anymore. I'm like, so I have to pay for a thing to go back to you that I don't want. Like, I don't care about doing the RMA thing. That doesn't bother me. I used to work in a warehouse where I had to work with RMA numbers all the time and, go through inventory with RMA numbers and work. Well, anyway. So I was like, I go, sir, that's fine. That's fine. Just, I go, by chance, is there a supervisor there? Oh yeah. Hold on right here. Fucking hung up on me. So I was like, you know what? I'm good with calling Hasbro Pulse. I am good not ordering from Hasbro Pulse anymore. I will never order anything from Hasbro Pulse anymore. That's why I'm like, do I even want Snow Job? Do I want any of these Pulse exclusives? It doesn't make me really want any of them when I'm being dealt with like I'm a piece of shit, And I know I'm not a piece of shit. I like to think that I'm a nice person. And when someone's just asking you a question, like I wasn't asking them a question in a certain way. I was just like asking a question. I even asked them, I was like, am I coming off a certain way? Because I was like, this conversation seems like it's taken a turn. And it just doesn't seem like the people that are on the phone over there don't want to be on the phone. And one person I called there one time, and it sounded like they were in their toilet or something. Like, that reverberating sound that you get when you're talking to someone that they're taking a shit. Like, it sounds like, that like loud reverberating sound. That's what it sounded like. Anyway, I don't mean to bore you with this. This is just something I feel like should be talked about because I feel like they probably don't get a lot of people that discuss stuff like this or customer feedback. And even if they do get, I feel like if they like a company like that, if they do get customer feedback, they don't give a shit. They don't take it seriously at all. It's anyway. Moving on. Andy says, surprisingly found Bazooka at GameStop this week too. Use my discounts on him. Nice. Yeah, that $5 discount is pretty useful every month. I am the supervisor. Oh yeah, I love it when they say that. I'm like, well, can I have your supervisor, sir? Sir or ma'am, can I have your supervisor, please? I mean, it's like, I'm not trying to put my Karen wig on. But like when you're treating me, like you're talking to me when I haven't done anything to you, like a piece of shit. Like, I don't think it's not worth my time nor your energy to act like that or treat me like that. And I don't see the point in it. And it's like none of them would talk to you like that in person. That's why I always like laugh at internet trolls because I'm just like, I always say that to internet trolls. I go, you would never say any of this shit to my face, would you? And they just go away. They don't even respond. It's just funny. Yeah. It's like it wasn't a big deal at the end of the day, but it was just like you're not even gonna like attempt to help me. You're just gonna put me on hold and hang up on me. Like, come on, man. Like, gee whiz. So lame. And if their conversations are recorded and listened to for quality assurance, then who's listening to them? I don't know. I feel like that should be the supervisor's job to listen to the conversations to see if they're going a certain way. Then they would ask the supervisor for help. I don't know. Whatever. Ugh, the selfie series is a fucking train wreck. Ugh, the adventure series, the Indiana Jones. Oh boy, yeah. That line's not doing so well. I hear, and I see. I still have yet to see an Indiana Jones figure on a shelf anywhere. I went to my local comic book shop and nothing. He's got everything but Indiana Jones. I've been to multiple Targets, nothing. Like I've only seen one Indiana Jones figure, and that's in the white, like we got like the white Temple of Doom, beginning of Temple of Doom. He's got the suit on, the white jacket. That's it. I've seen one of those. That's it. And they want $25 for it. And I'm like, what for what? A guy in a suit? That should be like $18. He doesn't even come with like what does he come with? I think he comes with he comes with the like the diamond thing. I think in a rose. Does he come with a rose? I can't remember. They want $25 for that. I'm like, you could kiss the back of my nutsack for that. Get that shit out of my face. Anyway, let's move on. Moving on with life. Last Ronin figures were just announced for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Raphael, and Karai, which is pretty cool. Pretty cool. What else? A lot of Mafex figures dropped. Don't have an interest in one of them, but they are available. There's Scarlet Spider. There's a Deadpool. There's that Storm looks really good. Magneto, Wolverine, Thor that's too short, and Spooderman. Like I said, the Rose dropped, which is weird. Another weird thing. Like they'll it's so funny. They will get one figure out of a wave that's available, and then like the rest of the wave still up for pre-order. I'm like, what the fuck sense is how does that work? Do you just get like a whole case of just the Rose? I just sometimes I'm like, how does that work? Big Bad Toy Store. Because like he's supposed to come in this whole wave with like, look. Where is it? Yeah, he's supposed to come in this wave with like Miles and Tarantula and Spider Woman and Chasm and Ben Riley, and he's the only one in stock that makes no sense. I don't get it. Esmeyer says my local toy store said he can't keep them on the shelf, but he saw Marion at clearance on Target. Who knows? Andy says he's getting that Karai. Yeah. It's a good line, man. It's a really good line. Esmeyer says he grabbed that Mafex Nightwing. It's a good one. Yeah, it's that is a good one. Karai looks good. They're killing it with that line, says S. Myers. And Low Monty says the Rose equal formal dress snake eyes. Right? With his little rose meant for meant for Scarlet. I gotta stop this. I'm gonna be up till 4 in the morning. Stop drinking that anything. Tastes like battery acid too. Oh, the Ant-Man wave finally dropped. I'll wait for the prices to go down on some of these. I did pick up Egghead. I got a really good deal on an Egghead. So that's pretty cool. I'm a sucker for a guy in a lab coat. I don't know why. But he doesn't have those stupid feet. Those stupid he's got different feet. I don't know if they're the let me see. They're not, I don't think that they're the Happy Hogan feet either. They may be. I just put them up the other day. But yeah, are you guys, I wonder if I could put, can I put like a, I wish I could put a poll up. That would be cool, but I don't think I can do it in this chat. Yeah, I don't think it's going to allow me to do it. You could put banners up, though. Oh, gee, thanks. But yeah, he does not have those stupid, like, curved dress shoe feet that just fall the hell over all the time. Like on any other suited figure. Like this guy right here. They got the newer dress shoe feet. I'm not sure if, like I said, if they are the Happy Hogan feet, but whenever I see Egghead, though, I think of Coneheads. I just can't help myself. Nanu. Oh, that's not Nanu is not Coneheads. That's Mork and Mindy. Maintain low tones. I love that. Whenever someone, one of my friends would be yelling in the past, I'd be like, maintain low tones. That's funny. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I'll get my stupid face back over here and we'll do some pickups. Hello. Yeah, I need to shave. This shit's getting puffy. I started working out again. Started doing crunches and riding the Peloton. Gotta lose this weight, man. I used to be like 190 pounds. Now I'm like 240. Holy shit. It's 6'1". That's pretty heavy for me, at least. Did I get the Marvel? Did I get the Marvel Legends Retro Lizard? No, because I have the Build-A-Figure. I know a lot of people don't like the Build-A-Figure, but I do. So he's over there. Where is he? He's up there somewhere in the ether. But yeah, I like the Build-A-Figure, even though the legs are stupid. The legs are really stupid on that figure, but plus the retro one is like, it goes for stupid money. It's like $40 or $50. I'm like, no, stop it. Like I wanted to get Joey one, but I'm like, I'm not paying $50 for that. That's ridiculous. Anyway, so pickups. I got a few pickups. I actually, this isn't a pickup, but I found my Savage Dragon in my storage. I was like, all right. He's seen some better days. He's had some play days on the chest area. Will you focus, please? Thank you. But yeah, I love this figure. He's like my hangout guy. I always like hanging out with him. But anyway, I picked up the a Stefford Cuckoo. I need 2 more. If anybody knows anybody who has 2 more of these, she's sassy. She's posing, you know. I do need just 2 more. So even if it's just the body, I have the heads and all the other accessories for the other ones. So got the Cuckoo. What else? Oh, I picked up OG Star-Lord. He is on the Vulcan body. He's got a lot of paint issues, though. I might do a review of him and some of the other exclusives, store exclusives that I picked up lately. Just do them all in one video. I also picked up Quake, and I picked up another one. So I got Maria Hill. So we got 2 female agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I did end up found a pretty good deal on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. 2-pack with all the multiple different heads and stuff like that. So I'll be able to bolster my S.H.I.E.L.D. agents a little bit better. Better condition than yours, what, Savage Dragon? I want to get the shirtless version too. The prices have actually gone down on some of those figures from that line. I was considering trying to build Pitt, but he still goes for a lot of money, like $400 or $500. It's ridiculous. But some of the legendary comic book heroes from that line have actually gone down in price, which is pretty cool because that's actually a really good line. Like I got everybody from the Monkey Man wave, and I built that figure. I love that figure. That figure's fantastic. But I don't have too many people. Like I need what do I need from Pitt? There are some figures that I got from the Pitt wave that were loose. So I still need the BAF pieces, but that's why I said I got it before it got pricey. That's crazy. Definitely not worth $40. Yeah, I agree. That lizard. No. I did pick up, actually, I got this on the cheap too. This was only $40. Where is it? Here it is. The Negative Man, or Mr. Negative. I always say Negative Man, and that's DC. Mr. Negative, excuse me. He's so negative all the time. Mr. Negative and Trooper 2-pack. It was $40. I was like, oh, okay, $20 a figure. Sign me up. They come with a bunch of accessories. The Trooper comes with 2 extra heads. I had a Happy Hogan body laying around, so I gave him one of the heads, and it does fit right on the Happy Hogan body. And then I had a extra movie Black Panther claw figure, and I gave him another one of the heads, so we got some variety there. So now Mr. Negative has 3 guys to go with him, and they can go terrorizing New York City if they want to. But so there's that. Pick those up. Let me get those out of the way now. I found this Magic for dirt cheap at my local comic shop. So I picked her up, and she came with all of her accessories. The only issue with her, that's why I think I got her dirt cheap, was she's got like a little scrape on her leg, but I can actually patch that up. That's not really anything that's a big deal. So not a big deal there. Like I said, she came with everything. Got another Vision. He was only $9 on Amazon. So this one's going to go with the West Coast Avengers. What else? What else? Why are you on the ground? I don't know. I'm trying to think. No. Looking around. I'm looking. Oh, God, everybody's falling over now. Oh, Lord, stop. You know, Punisher, you're starting to annoy me. I think the last piece for the, I was trying to see if there was anything else that I picked up before I show you the big pickup, which I'm super excited about. Oh, I picked up a bunch of the effects from Can of Beams. I picked up one for Black Bolt, which was, oh my God, let me tell you how annoying the shit out of that was. When I was trying to detach the hands from Black Bolt, I broke one of the hands off, even though I had heated it up, like really heated it up. because I think that old Bucky Cat body, it was before, especially with, I think with that figure, the Black Bolt figure specifically, because they kind of whittled or molded down the arm, and it was such a hard plastic, it was hard to get the peg out, and the peg is so shallow on the hand for Black Bolt. The hand just kind of popped off. I got it back on and it's fine, it functions. But trying to get the hands off of the, what was it? The Okoye wave Black Bolt. It was like, what the hell? Why can't I get this hand off? It was so annoying. But anyway, I got it working, so it's over there in the display. And then I picked up Jubilee effects. I'll just go to the website and show you guys. I don't know what I'm wasting my time doing this. And then I picked up some other like cosmic effects, one for Silver Surfer. I picked up effects for Quasar. Because Quasar, Wendell Vaughn's Quasar is one of my favorite characters. Just want to go to canofbeams.com. A little shout out for him, not sponsored or anything like that. And he just put up some blood effects, stuff like that. It's pretty cool stuff. All this is in-house. He makes all of it himself or herself. I have no idea. He also just put up these, which I think I might have to get like 2 sets of the actual stainless steel upgraded claws that are removable, by the way. There's 2 different types of sets. The traditional looking ones, which I think I'm going to get these over the kind of more angular, newer looking claws. They're a little bit bulkier. But yeah, this is some really cool stuff. I really like the work that he does. Let me just go to shop all products and I'll show you what I was talking about with the, I guess you could use it for Banshee as well. It's like a screaming effect. Oh, he actually has 3 different types of claws. I still love this Weapon X figure, the nudist colony Wolverine, I call him. It's a cool figure. So here's the screaming one, Sonic screaming effect piece, where you have to pop off the hands to the figure to put them through the holes that are right here and right here, and then you just kind of place it in front of the face, so it's kind of like he's holding onto a shield, if that makes sense. So it's pretty cool. I mean, you could use it with your Banshee, you can use it with Black Bolt, but just be forewarned, it was kind of a pain in the ass for me to get Black Bolt's hands in these holes right here that you can see, a hole there and a hole over here. So just so you know, it was kind of a pain. It's not any fault of the actual effect from Can of Beams. It's the figure itself. So, but yeah, I did pick up, like I said earlier, I picked up the effects for my buddy Speedball over there with the new Warriors. I also picked up this green effect. It's kind of like this kind of, I don't know, wave effect. It's called, but they have a green one. So I gave that to Vertigo. I gave that to her because she didn't really come with anything other than just hands. And I was like, oh, that's kind of boring. How can I spruce her up a little bit to make her look a little bit more like not just like a repainted figure with a head on it? So I gave her one of those wave effects. I thought it made sense for her. So there's that. There's, like I said, just go to the website. You can see there's a bunch of swooshing effects and speed effects, which is really awesome. Crackles. You got the Professor X, or anybody, Jean Grey or whatever, telepath effect. Oh, here's the green wave effect that I picked up. And like I said, all of these are made out of plastic. They're not cardboard or anything like that. They're translucent plastic, and they're a durable plastic too. They're a pretty like nice thick plastic. The stuff he makes is not he or she makes. I don't know who, but the stuff that they make is pretty cool and pretty quality. Like all these like shooting effects and stuff like that. This is some cool stuff. These are the effects I picked up for Quasar. Um, there's some cosmic crackle effects too. Like these are really good. These are really awesome. These like crackle effects right here. I might pick up some more of those crackle effects. They look really good. So good stuff. Good stuff. These I like eye flare effects. You could use them with Cable. You could use them with Scott Summers if you wanted to, and like a unmasked or unmasked Scott Summers. You could do that. So really cool stuff. Like I said, I'm not sponsored by him or anything. Oh, there's the fireworks effects that I got for Jubilee. Yeah, they got these like spellcaster ones. They're pretty cool. And like I said, they just go over the wrist. They're a nice tight fit too. They don't like flop around, kind of like Hasbro did them, where for Havoc, that Havoc that came in the what was it? Skull Breaker? No, that's not Skull Breaker. Bone Crusher build a figure wave. Those are actually really cool effects, and that's almost the same quality that he does. He pretty much does pretty much the same quality as far as thickness goes and durability. I want to say so. If they fall on the ground, they're not going to snap or break. But they don't rattle around. It's a tight fit. Like it looks good. Looks really good. Yeah, I might have to get some more of these crackle effects. I have so many cosmic characters that just need effects badly. So I might have to get some more of these. It might have to happen. So cool shit. Like I said, be sure to check it out. I'm just trying to see if he put anything else up here. And he's got display stands and stuff like that. So cool stuff, man. Cool stuff. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. So last piece for the pickups, which I plan on doing a review. This is, I want to say, well, actually, look, before I get to that, let me get to this really quick. Because I didn't see these and I thought they looked actually really good. Where's Ninja Turtles? We're going to talk some turtles for a second. Turtle time. These have grown on me. The loyal subjects turtles have really grown on me. I am definitely going to pick up the whole set. Where originally, when I saw their faces, I was like, oh, they look a little derpy in the face. But I don't think it's that bad. Like Donnie right here, I really like the way these figures look. They look a little bit more gritty, a little bit more, I don't know, less kiddish. They kind of remind me of the 2012 Turtles with like the wraps around their hands and their feet and stuff like that. So essentially these, I don't know if you can see me on the smaller screen. They kind of remind me of like larger versions of these, but less cartoony looking. Like he looks cartoony. So, but they're really cool. Here, I'll share again. Sorry about that. Turtles. I like the sculpt for the almost like utility belt that Donnie has that none of the other turtles have. That's attention to detail. I like the little gadgets that he comes with. It's just like the goggles and like this like gauntlet thing. It just looks cool and look like all the stuff that they come with looks really good for $21 or 22. The extra hands, the extra head. I really like these. For that price point, you can't beat it. So I pre-ordered the whole wave. And these are 5-inch figures, so I think that fits perfectly for the size of a turtle, a Ninja Turtle. Here's Leo. Leo, I really, like I said, I think the head sculpts have really grown on me quite a bit. I love the leg wrappings and all that. They look so damn good. Like I said, they literally look just like the 2012, kind of a little bit more serious. So, and I'm guessing that that's what it's supposed to be. That's the logo for the 2012, 2009-ish stuff. Or was it earlier than that? Was it? I gotta look that up. I'm away, Maria Hill. Yeah, no, that was pretty much it. It was like 2012, I think. Yeah, it was season 1. Yeah, that was a good series. The movie was pretty good, pretty solid. Yeah, that's when they had the wrappings on the feet and stuff. Yeah, that looks good. I like the whited out eyes too. The fact that you can't see their eyes, that looks really good. And we'll see what all the stuff he comes with. Oops. Sorry. He comes with like a swooshing effect, which is nice. I want to say for this kind of reminds me of the Jada Toys quality for Street Fighter, but just for Ninja Turtles at that price point, you can't beat it. And these are cheaper than the Street Fighter. So this might actually be the last set of Ninja Turtles that I get. I love the little wink. Oh, come on. You can't beat that. Love it. This might actually be the last set of Turtles that I do get. I wanted that 2012 look and just a little bit more of a grown up, more serious way. And I think it looks pretty good. Like they didn't overdo it with like certain things. They did just enough. And Raph is like thicker. Like he looks like a friggin' rugby player, which is awesome. That's always pictured Raph to look like he's just like a thick, It's pretty cool. He comes with like a bandolier. Like they just did enough. Like they didn't overdo it. Like you got the very specific hands that would come with Raph. This is just cool. These are really, really cool figures. I don't think too many people have talked about them either. They look really good. And even the plastic, like you could see that it's got like almost like a chrome to it or like a shine to it, to the paint, where they don't look like just cheap gray plastic, So these I think are underrated figures that people are not talking about. And I think they look pretty good. So I would definitely recommend picking these up. Good designs, good price, perfect scaling, size, and everything. I think it looks really good. So those first few years of IDW comics were awesome. Yeah. Yep. Definitely going to check this. Check the site out. Oh yeah, for Can of Beams. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. You'll like them. Good site, and he ships quick. Like I only had to wait like what was it? I think 1 day for him to ship, and he's running his own business. Like he's doing all the work himself. So I didn't have to wait long at all. So that was good. Oh God, I hope that wasn't unplugged the whole time. There was like a little bit where it was unplugged. I hope that wasn't bad the whole time. Oh God. So yeah, those are really fun figures. I just kind of wanted to, I don't know, give the spotlight to for a minute. And yeah, as far as turtles go, that might, like I said, that might be towards the end for turtles for me. I have everything I could ever want with turtles. I have the vintage four turtles. I still have all my vintage figures from when I grew. Well, not all of them. We won't talk about that. Um, I have the Turtles in Time NECA figures, which I adore. I played that game so many times. Oh my god, I can't even tell you. The original Eastman and Laird four turtles from NECA. They're actually the knockoffs. They're not the originals, but the knockoffs were actually better built and better quality. Um, so they are knockoffs. I know some people are snooty about that thing, but I don't care. It's my collection. So I got the four movie turtles, the single carded ones, not the box set. I have the Super 7 turtles. And I mean, what else could you want? I don't have the cartoon turtles. I think I'm going to pass on those. But and this was the big, let me stop sharing here. This was the big pickup for me and why I was like this might actually be it for me with turtles because I was fortunate enough to pick up the um what you call it Lawson turtles, all four of them in the 4-pack. I'm going to be doing this review. Here's Donnie. Oh, sorry. Here's Donnie. Donnie. They even have their little tails, which I friggin' love it. Here's Raph. This was quite possibly my favorite look for the turtles ever. Everything works with them. They look the part. There's Mikey. I love the head sculpts. Each one has a different head sculpt. You gotta love that. There's Leo. These are really, really quality figures. These hold a very special place in my heart. This specific look for the Mirage Turtles, they just damn. And I gave Raph the wrapped arm that comes with him. He also comes with like a hooded piece that you can put on him. But I'm going to leave him like this. I'm not going to use the hooded piece. Plus, I think the hooded piece was from when he got attacked. Who was that that attacked him? I can't remember. Somebody let me know. I'm sure somebody will let me know. But he got his like ass whooped. Was it from the Triceraton? That might be another thing I have to pick up too. Yeah, S. Myers. I'm telling you, man, it's a really good set. It was $150. So I'm, I'm it's expensive for a 4-pack of turtles. They do come with a lot of accessories, like I said. Um, I'm not really gonna bitch and piss and moan about me spending $150. This was like I said before I saw those loyal subjects figures. This was it for me for turtles. I was like, you know what, I'm done. That's it for turtles for me, for good. Like I don't need anything else. I have these. I have the other ones I just spouted out as far as the list goes. I don't need it anymore. Like that part of my collection is complete. Um, the Super 7 stuff really scratched a huge itch for me with a lot of those. But when these were announced, I was like, if I miss out on if there's anything I'm not going to miss out on this year, it would not be this 4-pack. um, It's a lot, but I can accept it. All the reviews have been glowing. Yeah, I'll tell you this. Like, I wish it was cheaper, but because that's essentially what my math is horrible. 150 is, yeah. It's like almost like $50 a figure. It's pushing it, and I know NECA prices have gone up. It's what, 30 something? I don't know. My math is hot trash garbage. I do have ADHD, so I have to like visually do things. 37.50 a figure. So I mean, it's around that price. You're getting Predators that are a lot more plastic for around the $40 mark, $40 to $45. So um, it does add up. It does add up, I guess. So I kind of wish they were more like $30 a figure. I think that would have made more sense, but they were a Target exclusive. I don't I don't know if they're still up. I can check and see. Let's see. Let's see if they're still up. No, they are not. The NECA is weird about re-releasing stuff. Restocking stuff. Sometimes they restock stuff, but re-releasing them. It has to be something I think like that's like really, really, really sells well for them to, or is really really sought after. Like the movie Turtles were released multiply in the box set, then single carded. You got a lot of the movie Turtles. They made sure that they were abundantly available. But yeah, the Mirage Turtles, I am so happy to have these. This made my year getting these figures. Maybe it's not a priority to a lot of other people, but to have these specific turtles, like when I would see the cover for that or the old I think it was the Acclaim game that had the cover of the four turtles. I was like, I one day I want toys of those, and I finally have them now at 40. So you're gonna have to find them in the wild. Oh, some of them the sets are going for like $200 to $400. I'm like, holy shit. Let's see how much they go for right now. Do a little homework here. Let's check Evil Bay, even though I hate doing that. I also hate that everyone uses eBay as the market. I just don't like that. I get it. It's an easy source to check on what is of value, but I feel like that's an eBay value. You know what I mean? Although we do have like Facebook, but everyone bases everything off of eBay though. Oh, NECA, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, back 245, 224. Let's go. We'll go lowest. No. No. There's 3 bids in, 1 day left, and 18 hours on this one. It's 140. It's at 142 right now, with $30 shipping. That's the lowest price so far, and that's a bid. And there's already 3 bids on it, which means that there's going to be, bots involved in that bullshit. $162 with 3 bids, 4 days left. Holy shit. And $30 shipping. Like, it does not charge. Like, I'm sorry. I used to work for the post office. That is not going to cost you $30 to ship. It just is not going to cost you that. I could tell you that to your face. It's not going to cost you $30 to ship a box with 4 figures in it. It's not. I don't care. That's just they're trying to just get more money out of you. It does not, they're not going to, the post office will not charge them $30 to ship that. It's horseshit. So let's see, $245, buy it now or best offer. That's the lowest, buy it now. Let me see if there's anything cheaper. Yeah, it's getting up in the 200s. It's all like stuck in the 200s. $220, buy it now. That's shipping from China, so good luck with that. I don't see the set being worth $200 or more. I think you would really, 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 really have to want it to spend. Like, I was kind of like, I don't want to spend $150, but I knew if I didn't, I wouldn't get them. So, yeah, eBay. Almost got him. Damn it. Almost got this son of a bitch. No shot I'm paying secondary prices. I'll just have to accept that they're gone. Well, I mean, don't give up hope. I mean, like I said, go to the Target app. Look up the what you call it. I'll send you a link. I wonder if I could just put the damn link in. Wait. You know what I'll do? I'll put the link in the Strident page right now. I'm going to do this right now. I want to put the link in the Strident page. Go to the Target app and click on notify me when back in stock. And as long as that's on, you'll get an email right away as soon as they're back in stock. So I'll put that in the Strident page right now. Okay, I just posted it. All right. As long as you are a member of the Strident page, you should be able to find that link. If you're not, go join the Strident page. It's pretty much mine and Strident's page. Okay, so that's there. Yeah, and they might pop up locally. There's a lot of places that have been getting them either early or late. Some of them got right on time. I think my Walmart had a set. I called and the guy, because I was asking him, I was like, hey, did you happen to get this set? And I explained what it was, and he didn't seem like he knew what the hell I was talking about. He was like, oh yeah, you looking for the big purple guy? I was like, I literally said Ninja Turtles. Like, unless you've been living under a rock, bro, everybody knows what the fucking Ninja Turtle looks like. Come on. At this point, I can understand if you're like an 80-year-old, 90-year-old person and you're like, what the hell is a Ninja Turtle? You know, like maybe you're it's not clicking for you. But if you're like even in like 60 or younger, like you know what the hell a Ninja Turtle is. Like even my parents are in their 70s and they know what the hell a Ninja Turtle looks like. I said, hey, do you have this Ninja Turtles 4-pack box set? It's made by NECA. It's 4 Ninja Turtles. They all have red bandanas on. And he asked me if I'm looking for a big purple guy. I said, no, sir. I am not looking for that. Anyway, we're going to move on now. Don't use Facebook. I think I still see the link. Oh, okay. You got it? Okay, cool. Cool. Sometimes it's weird. Like I'll try and look up pre-orders on Target and they will like bury that shit place. I'm like, I can't sometimes like, especially at Walmart, like I can't find links to things sometimes. And I'm like, I have to like wait for someone on Facebook to like pop it up or something. Like I'll have to ask them like, hey, can you share a link or whatever? So, but anyway, hopefully it helped somebody else too. But yeah, it's a good box set. I want to say $37.50 a figure. Maybe it's not worth that, but you know, then again, people are paying $200 for the set, so. But I'm still pretty happy with it. Like I said, I'm going to try and work on that review. I got to get this rock and roll review done. I'm almost kind of tempted because I got Torpedo and Copperhead in my pile of loot, almost waiting for them to ship and then just do all 3 at once. I still kind of, I don't know. I'm on the fence about if I'm going to get Bazooka, the regular version of Bazooka, because I have the Tiger Force one. So I'm like, do I really need 2 bazookas? Like, I don't. So, I don't know. That and I'm a Bills fan. I don't want any Patriots jerseys in my collection. I don't even actually have the original. Oh, no, I do have the 50th anniversary one, though. It's my stroke face. Sorry. But yeah. Anyway, so I'll probably just do those 3 together. I think that makes sense. So yeah, I can't stop looking at these loyal subjects turtles. They look so good. So good. Anyway, I think that might do it. I don't think there's anything else. I've moved a bunch of stuff around in my collection room. I think that's about it. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. In case anybody was wondering what time it was, at least on the East Coast. Someone's looking at their watch. They're like, "Wait, it's not 1, 2, 3, 4. What are you talking about?" Even these other ones, these other turtles, these like no, that one looks kind of weird. The neck looks weird. It's supposed to be like the arcade versions from Loyal Subjects. They look a little weird. Those look a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. The $20 ones. It's like their head is so high up on their skinny neck. Yeah, it looks kind of funky. I don't need those. Training camp is about to start. Bill's looking strong again, man. Have a good night, everybody. All right, S. Myers, take it easy, buddy. Yeah, I pretty excited for the season. I think my boy Josh Allen's dating Haley Steinfeld, by the way. Hello. I guess I'm guessing when you're a Josh Allen, you can upgrade your situation from your like 9 out of 10 previous girlfriend to a 10 out of 10 Haley Steinfeld, I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for the season though. Seems like DeAndre Hopkins really wants to come to Buffalo, so I'm pretty excited about that. Will he be willing to take a pay cut though? Because that's pretty much the only way we can get him on the roster is if he's going to take that pay cut. We can't afford him. Like, we just can't. It's like, hey man, do you want a ring, or do you want to get paid? Because if you want to get paid, then go to the Browns, or I don't know. Maybe the Ravens can afford you. The Browns will pay you though. They have a lot of cap room. I don't think anybody wants to go there though. Not with that drama going on with that owner and that team and that quarterback and the oh Lord. Anyway. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for the season. And thanks for hanging out, S. Myers. I appreciate it, buddy. But yeah, I think that will draw it to a close. It's late enough. And thanks to everybody for hanging out. Thank you to do my shout outs now to S. Myers, obviously, and Brenda, and Zorpox, and Lomonti, and Dem Guts, and did I say Zorpox? I didn't say Zorpox. And Terry Turner. Still waiting on that collection. Where's that, bro? Where's that? I'm just kidding. You don't actually have to show it. Me and Strident were messing with Andy also. Be sure to check out his reviews as well. We're getting on Terry's case in the Strident page. We're messing with them. It's all in good fun, bud. But yeah, thanks for everybody for hanging out tonight. And yeah, I got a lot of work to do. I got a lot of reviews to shoot. Oh man. So let's see. He might take it for a ring. He's already got some. Josh Allen might be getting 2 rings. He might get one for Haley Steinfeld and one for the Super Bowl. We'll see. The Jags are looking really strong. I'm not going to bullshit you. Normally I make fun of the Jags, but the Jags are nobody better laugh at the Jags this year. People were laughing at the Jags last year, and look what happened. They caught a lot of people with their pants down, and they're not a bad team at all. So the Jags, I think you got like I could go on a rant right now about football, but the Jags wasted an entire year. And I feel so bad for Trevor Lawrence for that first year he had with that shithead coach in Urban Meyer. My God. Screw that guy. That guy sucks. Anyway, I feel bad for Trevor Lawrence, though. I think last year, like, he really stepped it up last year. I think he's going to be a really good quarterback. I don't think you have to worry about anything. I really think, like, the dude's got the size, the frame, the athleticism, he's got all the tools. I don't think he doesn't even look like a dude that's like going to crumble or anything like that. Like, he looks like he's going to be a really good quarterback. So, and you have Josh Allen, not my Josh Allen. You have your Josh Allen. So you've got a lot of good pieces. I think you got to work on your secondary a little bit, but you guys got some good pass rushers. If you get that secondary going, I think you guys are going to be definitely a Super Bowl contender. But yeah, the Jags are no joke. So I know Urban Meyer was hot shit, the drizzlingest of all shits, the hottest of all garbage. So yeah, I still am baffled that the Eagles, like you guys got a Super Bowl winning coach in Doug Peterson. Like, how do you let that go? I'm still baffled by the Eagles letting him go. I just didn't get it. Like, I won't get it. He's a good coach. But you guys got a good coach. You got good talent. You got a good quarterback. I'm telling you. You watch. It's gonna be a lot in the future. It's gonna be Trevor Lawrence versus Josh Allen. Playoffs. It's gonna feel like the friggin' 90s again with the Bills versus the Jags again. So I remember those days. I was at those games where Doug Flutie ran it in the last second and Tom Coughlin's swearing and screaming and throwing his hat and kicking friggin' benches and shit. Man. There's a lot of battles between the Bills and the Jags back in the day when they were both relevant. Well, they're relevant now, but when they weren't relevant for a long time, both teams, there was a lot of lulls there. Lawrence has all the tools. He's got a great coach. Yeah, secondary, we got two guys. Russ needs a massive upgrade. I think your offensive line, I would worry a little bit about your offensive line. Your corners, but you're close. I think you guys are really close. You won a playoff game last year. No one was expecting you guys to do anything in the playoffs. Everyone had written you off. And I was like, I don't know, man. Trevor Lawrence been playing really good. Like, don't sleep on them. And then look what happened. So, and that's exactly what happened. What was it? When we played you guys in the playoffs with friggin' what's his name? When we had Tyrod Taylor and everyone was like, "Oh, the Bills are going to win." The Bills. I was like, I don't know, man. The Bills don't play the Jags very good. Like, we just don't play you guys. If you look at like the team history versus the Jags, like we don't play well against you guys. Like, it's like the Titans. Like our team where we've had, have we had blowouts and like dusted that ass? Sure, here and there, but we notoriously have not played well against specific teams. I don't know why that is. It's so weird to me. It's the Titans, it's the Jags, it's certain teams. It's like a curse or it's like some weird thing. I don't get it. Thanks for the whole vote of confidence, man. I think we'll see you on the playoffs. I hope not. I don't want to see you in the playoffs. You go away. Get away from me. I remember those games too, man. In the 90s, football was magic. Yeah. You stay your ass over over there. I'm less worried about playing the Chiefs. I'm more worried about playing teams like the Jags. Well, not the Titans right now. They're hot shit. But we'll do to the Titans what we did to them last year. We'll blow that ass out. As long as they have Ryan Tannehill, they're going to get their asses blown the fuck out. Anyway, what you call it? And yes, I know Ryan Tannehill has beaten the Bills once. I think once. He's only beaten the Bills once, even when he was in Miami. But even I say to that, even a blind squirrel finds a nut eventually. So that's what I say to that. Anyway. And that was because Josh Allen slipped at the goal line. It's horseshit. Anyway, I digress. Maybe I should do a football podcast down the road sometime. But anyway, talking toys here. I think that's going to do it for the night. And I hope you guys enjoyed this Thrill of the Toy Hunt podcast episode number 12. And yeah, that's going to be it for me. I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I know it's late, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.